Hello everyone and welcome to Disney Decades. I'm your host, Nick LoCicero. For Disney Decades, I'm going to read about an event that happened in Disney Parks history, and you have to guess what year that event occurred. Now, there's a few different ways to play Disney Decades. You can challenge yourself or others to correctly identify the year that an event happened and keep track of how many you got right. Or you can play a more interactive version with free game piece downloads and complete game rules by visiting wdwnt.com/DisneyDecades. Or maybe you've come up with your own house rules. We'd love to hear how you play along at home, so let us know in the comments. It's now time to play Disney Decades. Have fun and good luck. Here is event number 1. The Garden Grill Restaurant replaces the Land Grill Room in the Land Pavilion at Epcot. What year did the Garden Grill Restaurant replace the Land Grill Room in the Land Pavilion at Epcot? The Garden Grill Restaurant. What year was that? The year was 1993. 93. All right, hopefully you're off to a good start. Let's go to event number 2. The first H2O Glow Nights at Disney's Typhoon Lagoon Water Park take place. What year did the first H2O Glow Nights at Disney's Typhoon Lagoon Water Park take place? We're looking for the debut year of that nighttime event at Disney's Typhoon Lagoon Water Park. What year was it? Time is up. 2018. All right, moving on to event number 3. Here we go. Gene Autry appoints Walt Disney to the board of directors of his Los Angeles Angels Major League Baseball team. What year did Gene Autry, who owned the Angels at the time, appoint Walt Disney to the board of directors of his Los Angeles Angels Major League Baseball team? Let's see, eventually Disney would go on to buy the team, but what year did this happen? 1960. 1960. All right, way back a long time ago. All right, here is event number 4. The Magic, the Memories, and You, a nighttime projection mapping show, premieres at Cinderella Castle at Walt Disney World. What year did that nighttime projection mapping show debut? The Magic, the Memories, and You. Did you ever see yourself up there on the castle? They projected PhotoPass images of guests from throughout the day up there at one point. What year was that? 2011. All right, let's move on to event number 5. Test Track 3.0, presented by General Motors, opens at Epcot. What year did Test Track 3.0, presented by General Motors, open at Epcot? Believe it or not, this was the 3rd iteration of the attraction, hence the name 3.0. What year did it open? 2025. The year was 2025. All right, we're moving as fast as Test Track here. We're already a third of the way through the show. How about some CEO history for you? Ron Miller becomes CEO of the Walt Disney Company. What year did Ron Miller become CEO of the Walt Disney Company? Place your time windows down or write your answer down, however you're playing here today. And time is almost up. 1983. 83. All right, here is lucky event number 7. Astrojets opens at Disneyland. Going over to Disneyland for this one. What year did Astrojets open at Disneyland? See if you know your Disneyland history. What year was it? Time is almost up in 1956. 56, 1 year after the park opened. All right, here's a fun one. The 500 millionth guest to a Disney park is welcomed? What year was the 500 millionth guest to a Disney park welcomed? 500 million. Let's see, what year did that happen? Probably once a bunch of parks were open, right? 1986, way back in 86. All right, let's hop over to event number 9. Let's get some music trivia here. The Sherman Brothers are honored as Disney legends. What year were the Sherman Brothers honored as Disney legends? Of course, the Sherman Brothers responsible for much of the park and even some of the movie music you know and love from throughout the years. Many of their songs got stuck in your heads on your way home from Disney World. Let's see what year that was. 1990. 1990. Moving on to event number 10. Sammy Duvall's Water Sports Center, which operated parasailing, tubing, and water skiing at Disney's Contemporary Resort, permanently closes. What year did Sammy Duvall's Water Sports Center close at Disney's Contemporary Resort? I've done the parasailing before. That was a lot of fun. Parasailing over Bay Lake, gorgeous view. Can't do it anymore though because it is closed. What year did it close? The year was 2018. 2018. Hope you got to enjoy it before it closed. All right, we only have 5 events left. Here is number 11. The Mark III replaces the Mark II on the Disneyland monorail system. The Mark III replaces the Mark II on the Disneyland monorail system. What year did they upgrade to the Mark III? Let's see if you got your monorail history down, and the year was 1969. 69. All right, event number 12, the Barnstormer opens in Mickey's Toontown Fair at the Magic Kingdom. We're looking for the opening year of the Barnstormer in Mickey's Toontown Fair at the Magic Kingdom. What year did that kids coaster open up in Mickey's Toontown Fair? The year was 1996. 96. Time for event number 13. The Disneyland and Walt Disney World theme parks closed due to the terrorist attacks on the World Trade Center and the Pentagon. What year did both Disneyland and Walt Disney World close due to the terrorist attacks on the World Trade Center and the Pentagon? Get your answer in, and time is up. The year 2001. All right, just 2 events left. Hopefully you're doing a good job so far. If you're using up those time windows, hopefully you're getting them all used up by now. If you're playing a different way, again, we'd love to hear how you play Disney Decades in the comments. 2 events left. Here's number 14. Lights, Motors, Action Extreme Stunt Show opens in Streets of America at Disney MGM Studios. What year did Lights, Motors, Action Extreme Stunt Show open in Streets of America at Disney MGM Studios? Some Disney MGM Studios history. Let's see how you do. Put down your answer. Time is up. 2005. Way back in 2005. All right, here we go. The last event. The Big Game Safari Shooting Gallery closes at Disneyland. What year did the Big Game Safari Shooting Gallery close at Disneyland? Let's see if you know this one. The Big Game Safari Shooting Gallery. What year did it close? And time's up. 1982. 82. All right, that's it. That was the last event, all 15 of them. How'd you do this time? Did you get more right this time than you did last time? Hopefully. You had a lot of good questions in there. Hopefully you did good. Let us know in the comments how many you got right, how many you got wrong, how fast you got them right. If you're using up those time windows from our downloadable game pieces, how fast did you use up all 7 time windows? Please let us know, and let us know how you like this show. Of course, you can like this video and subscribe to the Park Guide channel. You'll get more content like this, and you'll get a notification when we drop a new episode each and every Thursday. That's it for this edition of Disney Decades. See you next time.